Welcome to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. I am Ayana, the host, creator, and producer of the Sister Speak Show, and you are listening live this evening, my brothers and sisters, to the platform. Oh, when I tell you that we have a very, very special Sister Queen guest this evening. Oh, yes, brothers and sisters, you are in for a blessed evening. In fact, brothers and sisters, my special guest this evening will be the published fashion designer, Shontay Raquel. You better understand this and that. Okay? Yes, brothers and sisters, you are listening to the platform where we focus on entrepreneurs, creative artists, urban authors, educators, community advocates. Do you understand? I mean, it is real serious on the platform because we focus on the brand aspect of life. Now, the other segments, I'm going to get into that, but I'm just going to say for this particular segment, we really feature some of the most phenomenal, dopest, amazing special guests. And I have been waiting to be able to converse with this sister queen and vibe out with her. So it is going all the way up. Anything going down is crashing. Brothers and sisters, welcome to all of my first time listeners. Welcome back to all of my regular listeners. Hello to all of the international listeners that listen to the Sister Speak Show. Shout out to you all. I'm so grateful for you all. We are blessed to be alive. I am so grateful to converse with everybody this evening. Chat live with us if you want to. Keep it righteous, keep it cool. If you have any questions for the Sister Queen, we'd love to answer them. So please participate in this show. But let me go ahead and break up a couple of things for you all, brothers and sisters, so you can understand why you are listening to one of the dopest podcasts in podcasting. We want to be the flavor in your ear, and we want you to add us to your listening palette, my brothers and sisters. So check this all the way in. You are listening to a 6-segment podcast. Within the 6 segments, you're going to be able to catch special guest interviews, live performances, in-studio interviews, and live on-location reports. The special guests who will be on the Sister Speak Show are dynamic, and they are impacting the communities with their passions. The Sister Speak Show is a talk show that will keep your mind and your soul informed, energized, and encouraged. We are a cultural renaissance platform that influences a climate that is conducive to who you are and who you should be. No reckless entertainment, just responsible listening, nourishment. We don't go dumb. We go wisdom on the Sister Speak Show, and it's about making the known known. Look, we are a platform that serves the village. You need to understand where I stand and how I stand. We keep it 100 on here. I do not hold back. If it needs to be said, I'm going to say it. Now, I keep it cool. You know, I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings, but at the same time, if it applies to you, and if it is something that can help you soar and become a better human, you better believe I'm going to say it, because I don't answer to you. I answer to the Most High God, and I answer to His Son, Jesus the Christ. So I have an assignment I must do. So look, this is what we're going to do before we get into this conversation, before my special guest calls in. We are going to take just a couple commercial breaks. After these commercial breaks, we're going to come back, dive into it, keep it lit. We're going to let the fire burn, baby, even though we are recording live in Dallas, Texas, and it feels like the temperature is well done. You know what I'm saying? No. But anyway, brothers and sisters, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. I'm so glad that you are joining us this evening, and I thank you so much for tuning in. You are listening live to the platform, and this is your host, Ayana, and I'm so grateful to vibe out with you this evening. We'll be right back.
Listening to the Sister
Speak Show is even easier now with the new abilities available from Spreaker Skill on Amazon Alexa. With Spreaker on Alexa, you can now listen to the Sister Speak Show from even more places from all around the world. You also have navigation control, fast forward and rewind podcast to make sure you never miss a second of your favorite show. And then you can ask for show recommendations like the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Brothers and sisters, we want you to listen live and on demand to the Sister Speak Show. There are 6 segments dedicated to serving you, my brothers and sisters. We have the platform, coming to the stage, the culture climate, the laugh line, the tour, and the search effort. Oh, the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Sister Good Thing Professional Gift Works presents the Little Beauty Cuties audio-visual books created for young queens ages 3 to 12, just $10 per book. Written, illustrated, and narrated by Ayana Holloman. The first book available for purchase will be Leah's First Summer Vacation. Be on the lookout for Melanin's Chocolate Sunday Adventure, Princess Anika's Prayer Bubbles, Hannah's First Bake Sale. The Little Beauty Cuties collection, created for the Little Beauty Cuties in your life. My brothers and sisters, welcome back to the platform. You are listening live to the Sister Speak Show. You can follow me at SGTPGW. Direct message me when it comes to those Little Beauty Cutie books. They will be released. Well, one of them will be released this Wednesday, June 20th. My first children's book, audio-visual, cut out third party for this time. I will have hardbacks available soon. But look, I need you to support the Little Beauty Cuties collection. This collection is designed for your young queens. It builds confidence. It builds vocabulary. It teaches your little beauty cuties how to speak. I even have word definitions, audio word definitions included in every single book. I don't know about you, but I've had enough of young children coming up to me asking me if I have games on my phone. I do, but you can't play them. I don't want your honeysuckle, your honey butter biscuit fingers, your chocolate caramel nougat fingers sliding all up and down my screen. It's bad enough that I got to deal with all these juices and berries from my natural hairstyles running off into my iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So what I thought would be beautiful is if young queens would ask us if we had books on our phone. Now you're talking. Because see, you don't necessarily have to put your fingers on my phone. You can plug in, right? And with my audiovisual books, they self-turn. They're auto-turn. So that means that you don't even have to worry about them swiping all of recess and summer vacation all on your phone. And in all seriousness, it really is designed for your beautiful daughters, nieces, sisters, granddaughters, just, students. It's really designed for them to look at images that reflect who they are. So I want you to please, on December 20th, show your love, show your support. $10. What you do is you direct message me and submit your order. We are PayPal verified. I will send you a PayPal request once I have received your money and it has cleared. You know what I'm saying? Once it is cleared, then I will send you the link for the audiobook. Must have an iPad, must have an iPhone. It is not compatible with Android. Have to let you know that up front. And that's why we will be putting out the hardback books as well. And also coming very soon is I have Little Beauty Cutie stickers. But these audio-visual books are beautiful. Beautiful. The first book available for you all, June 20th, will be Leah's First Summer Vacation. Oh, it's a beautiful short story, but it is guaranteed to keep your little beauty cutie interested, motivated, and wanting to read more. $10. Support your own people, okay? It is written, illustrated and narrated by me, Ayana Holloman. So just go to SGTPGW, direct message me, and I'd love to do business with you and for you to introduce the Little Beauty Cutie collection to your little beauty cuties. Thank you all for listening to that. Just $10. I mean, you can't beat that. And the visuals are so it's very vibrant. The colors are vibrant. You know, I really took the time to think about your young queens. I really did. And I know there are other books out there. I understand that. And I'm just joining them. But I'm set apart because I'm doing things just a little differently. Okay. So I wanted to mention that because you're listening to the platform where we focus on brands and businesses and people, you know, writing books and just doing so much. So listen. When it comes to fashion, switching gears, brothers and sisters, I have to talk about a couple of things that I've seen. I don't know what it is. Now, I'm all for a creative expression that looks great. But I just want to, this is almost like a public service announcement. Okay? Woo. The summer is bringing out some ratchetness. And I think the ratchetness, I don't know if it's coming from underneath the ground or what. But I have seen some, I can't even call them outfits because they should be infits. You should not be wearing that shit outside, okay? So don't ask nobody if they like your outfit. Hell nah. You should be saying, do you like my infit? And you should be asking that question from inside your house. You know, I gotta say this. I feel like the doors should not open and the garage should shut down and your car should not start if your outfit is just out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, you should not be able to leave the house. The whole house should just betray you and just shut down and not let you loose. Not even betray you, but have your back. You know, I knew it in April. I said, because that 75-degree weather brings some outfits out. But that 95-degree weather? Oh, sheesh. I don't understand it. It's just like, where are the friends? I know friends must be an endangered species. Ain't no way that somebody who loves me, who says that they got my back, would let me loose like that. You know? Now, this is when I encourage you to go live. Before you leave the house, go live. Be like, what y'all think? And we, you know, there's got to be a button, a stop button. You know, one of those, there should be a sound on your phone, like on The Price is Right when you don't win. Boom, 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 boom. Like one of those, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe just a strong X sound from the Family Feud. I mean, we got to get this together because some of the sisters are loose and some of the brothers are loose. Brothers whose feet have not seen the light of day. I mean, they are part of the sock gang. You know what I'm saying? Never take their socks off. That 95-degree heat is bringing out feet. And part Godzilla by the feet. What are you mixed with? I'm mixed with reptilian and human by the toes. You know, you brothers want a sister to have her toes right, but what about your feet? You know, you just because it say Nike on there, ooh, goodness, don't mean that Nike sign is just going to cover up what's really popping. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it should be an equal exchange and we should really just come out and be beautiful and smell good and look good and stop with these hideous outfits just because it's on the rack. That could be a test to see where you are in life. Will she buy this outfit? Will she? You know, I saw the Gucci Mane outfit, and I have nothing against Gucci Mane. I'm just saying, like, that floral romper threw me off. Okay? Threw me off. Just saying. And that's just how I feel. You know, you all have seen it. You all have seen the looseness of the fits. You've seen the sister get out the car and it's just like she rolled out of bed and just said, this is it. And you know, and the same thing with the brother. And it's like, look, I'm all for a floral dress, but you know, We'll get into it in a minute. Brothers and sisters, calling in live to the Sister Speak Show is my very special guest, Sister Queen herself, Shontay Raquel, and we must give her a round of applause. How are you, my sister?
I'm well. How are you?
I am doing well. I must say this. I am absolutely honored and thrilled that I get to converse with you. I have been following you on Instagram for so long, and you've supported my artwork and everything, and I've been watching your dresses and your fashion designs and just everything you're doing, and I've just really been inspired, and I just want to say thank you so much for blessing the Sister Speak Show today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Ooh, good. That's all I needed to know. That you were excited. Okay, well, Let's just get into it. First of all, how are you doing today?
Awesome. I'm doing really well.
How's the weather?
Pretty hot, surprisingly. Pretty nice out today.
Yes, it is. I say it's well done out here. Okay. We are officially cooked. It is real. People all day are saying it's hot. It's hot. That's the only thing people can say. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Like you don't know that it's actually going on, but it's pretty toasty out here. It's like breakfast all day for real. It is serious. So let's just get into it. You're on the platform, and we focus on one of the aspects of the platform we focus on are fashion designers. I'm completely into fashion. I'm in awe of it, and I'm really in awe of how my brothers and sisters are in the industry, creating designs, having labels, and just really putting their stamp on the fashion industry. So my first question to you is, when did you discover that, this was one of your passions?
I actually had a late start into discovering it. Like growing up, I was extremely shy and quiet. So I would use my way of dress to express myself. That was my way of saying that I ride without actually having to verbally say anything. So people would compliment me on the way I dress, and I was like, okay, they're onto something. So it helped me to discover like a hidden talent I had. And probably my senior year of high school, I decided that I was going to step out and go to school for fashion design.
Wow. So, high school, or even just really going to school, but really high school, that's when it's real. You get to, there's cliques and there's judgments, and you got to go school shopping. You want to look trendy. You want to look good. So did you go to a school where you were allowed to have free dress, or did you have to go to a school that had uniforms?
I went to a school that was, we got to dress any type of way. Mm-hmm. So it was like really a small school, which I'm so grateful I went to. So my middle school was only 7th and 8th grade. It was the first year it opened. So we were very close, and that's when I began to experiment a lot. Like some of the styles were kind of crazy. Like I was influenced a lot by the group TLC, and they were a little bit before my time. So I would dress like them in middle school, and I was the only one dressed like them. So that kind of helped me stand out. So I began to get a little bit more shy when I was in high school, just from that peer pressure. Mm-hmm. So I kind of conformed my style just a little bit, but I was able to get it back.
Wow. Yeah, and that's, sometimes, your style is just waiting to be born, but, when your parents take you school shopping, it can be crucial. You be begging and pleading like, Mom, you don't understand what it's like out there. You don't understand. I got 8 classes with these people. It's like, you got to get these, my parents were more old fashioned. So style was something that, they were like more of the cost versus the look. So, it's like, oh my gosh. So once I finally started working, oh my gosh, I went wild. You understand me? I was shopping. Oh, it was just this expression, and it felt so good because, to be stifled, can kind of hold you back. But I can totally understand, going into high school and kind of, withdrawing a little bit. So one of my questions, and this is just I'm curious about this because I taught high school and I taught middle school, and I got to see, we had to have, they had to wear uniforms. So the only way they could really express themselves was with their hair and their shoes. So if you had to help, an 8th grader or even somebody in high school, let's just say their basic outfit is, the uniform is white polo, khaki skirt, khaki pants, how would you tell them that they could spice that up?
I would say the accessories will play like a large role, whether you wear glasses, necklaces, earrings, watches. Because growing up, I do remember the school I attended for 7th grade, we did have to wear uniform, and I was not into sneakers at all. And that's what I felt like most of my peers were focused on. So that part did get a little bit tough now thinking about it.
Yeah.
So going back, I guess I would tell them something I would tell myself, which is, I guess, just play around with accessories. And like growing up, I also didn't wear much jewelry. I had to wait till I was about 16 to get my ears pierced. So I found a few ways to get around that. But for the most part, I had to rely on other accessories like a necklace, a watch, or my hair. But as long as you're like really comfortable and you put some swag on it, you're good to go.
Yes. And so how important is picture day? Because how important was picture day for you all?
I went to a really small school, so they didn't put too much attention on it. Like, they would literally pull us out into the hall and take a picture with, like, a digital camera. So it wasn't much on that, but I know the first day of school was, like, really important. Me and my friends would go out in the hallways and take pictures together. So that was pretty fun. We would wear heels, but take them off after the picture's over. So that was pretty fun.
That is amazing. Okay, so, your senior year, you decided that you were going to get into fashion design. And so then what were the next steps that you took in order to go down that pathway?
So the next step that I took, I applied to Casanova College. So that was all new to me. I had no clue what fashion design was really about. I always could draw, so I thought, like, okay, I just draw a few sketches. I didn't think someone would be involved. I thought someone would always be there to sew my garments. So when I did get a step into college, we started off at the basics, and freshman year was pretty easy because everybody started off at the basics. But then I know once we got into it, it got a little bit harder. Yeah, so just getting in that atmosphere got a little bit rough sometimes, but that was pretty much the next step. I went to college about 2 hours away from home, so it was just a brand new environment. Everything was new, but pretty well.
And so what were some of the challenges? Because I know that a lot of people are really interested in fashion design and are already in it. And there are a lot of people that have just now graduated from high school that, could possibly be listening to this show. And, they're going to go through, going to fashion design school. They're going to go through it. But what are some of maybe just the nuggets that you could give them so they could, persevere and make it all the way through?
I would say one of the biggest lessons I learned after I graduated that I wish I did ahead of time would be to find another designer, someone that you can shadow and go to a show to see how it's really done. Because one big misconception I got in college, it's really tough trying to present your work to your peers. That's like the hardest critic. So I learned that it's not all bad. So I was nervous at the beginning going into the fashion industry. I thought everyone would be like cutthroat. I just did not know what I was going into. And when I got there, I was like, okay, it's not so bad. There are some tough moments, but if you love what you do, which is what I do, I love it, you'll get through it. And as long as you know it's something you want to do, you'll find a way to get through it and find what works for you. And just keep a good circle of people around you to always encourage you.
Yes. Thank you for that. And so do you have to take a test? How hard is the actual curriculum? Because a lot of times, I have listened to and I've read articles where some people have said, they just thought that they were just going to get in there. It's just going to be, all, fun and games. But there's actually written work and, you actually have to actually work like, you were saying. So, are there a lot of tests and how much time is required for studying?
So the school I attended, we also had to do our basic classes. We had to do our writing classes, speaking, math classes. But a large role of our classes was fashion design. We'll have a lot of studio art classes, and that would kind of help us with other aspects. So we'll get into fashion illustrations, and there was a lot of presentations. So that's the part I wasn't ready for. So just going into it, there were a lot of presentations that we would have to do. And it was Mostly artwork, but some written work. You have to know your math, be up to date with that.
Yeah, and you would have to. I'm thinking because you use a lot of metrics and geometry basically when designing, correct?
Yes, we do.
So see, and it's so funny because there are some people who are absolutely allergic to math. They think math comes from Sheol, comes from the pit of hell. They, a lot of people just don't do math at all, but in some, you're going to need to know how to add, subtract, divide, multiply. But, that geometry comes into play. So let's just say somebody is struggling with that aspect. Can they still make it in the fashion industry and not really be good at geometry? Or do you have to have that together? I would think you do.
There's ways, like if you're in school for it and you tell your teachers, most teachers will really work with you and help you get past that.
Okay.
But I know a lot of times for me, the stuff that I freely make, that's what is like my best projects. But I know when I'm designing for someone, I also have to buckle down and make sure everything is correct, make sure I'm sewing my seams correct to an 1/8 and 1/16 of an inch.
Wow.
But it definitely can be done, even if geometry or math is like a weak subject.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely ways to get through it. You have like YouTube, different aspects of that that all help.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing to me. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to talk to you because I've been watching and like brothers and sisters, when you go to this sister's page and you see, when I'm talking about the dresses, oh my gosh, it blows your mind. It's electrifying. It's like your mouth drops because I think of galas when I see your dresses.
Oh, thank you.
I think of soirees. I think of extreme high fashion, almost futuristic yet contemporary. But it just when these sisters come down that runway, I'm like yes, and it just it's amazing. So brothers and sisters, you're gonna have to, once later on in the show, after she gives all of her social media information, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, I just had to say that because you are absolutely the bomb. Okay,
Thank you.
Of course, so now you mentioned that you are if you have to sew for somebody else or design for somebody else, you really have to be very diligent, and it's a tedious task. So how do you even encounter those opportunities to do that?
Sometimes I have clients come to me. Other times I reach out to public figures through social media, and I go to them and ask them, like, I have an outfit in mind that I would love for you to wear. That way I can get in touch with you to send you that outfit. But also a lot of times I have local clients come to me, and we go through the process together. So I learn a lot about them. So I'm so grateful for the clients I do have that make me pay extra attention to that detail, because I know it's preparing me for what's going to come soon.
Yeah. Ooh, yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. What's going to come soon. See, you got to speak those things because it's the truth. You cannot mistreat yourself when it comes to, you got to talk to yourself good. You have to talk about yourself well. Speak those things into existence. And that's what it's about, Okay, so you've graduated from fashion design school. Okay. What was that day like for you?
Oh, I was so nervous because I'm shy. Like, I remember I didn't even want to attend graduation. Like, our friends were trying to calm me down. Like, they know I love YouTube pranks. That's what cheers me up. So they're like, oh, just watch some pranks on YouTube. That'll cheer you up. But I know, like, the week of graduation, some of my family from, like, Atlanta, Charleston, down south, they were texting me, like, oh, what is the address to the school? I'm coming. I'm like, I guess I got to do this. So, but my classmates are, like, really supportive with trying to calm me down. And I was just so, like, a basket of nerves the whole time. And afterwards, when I celebrated with my family, I was just like, I couldn't stop smiling. I'm like, I actually did it. Like, I'm done. It's over with. I graduated. We're good. Yes.
And that's such a great feeling, once you finally have graduated and you move forward. I know the day I graduated, I was extremely glad, because going to school for me was a mountain. I graduated from high school in 94. And then I graduated from college in 2004, 2005. Now, it would have been 2004, but this is just what I encountered. I was going to a school 1% of us. Okay, so that lets you know I'm 1% of us. The rest is white and Asian. And so, I would remember going, and I'm sitting in the college, the counselor's office. They've assigned me to this counselor, and they're assigning my credits. Now, this is my first time going to this university. I've already transferred from junior college. So I'm here, and I'm waiting, and they give me my classes, and they're like, okay, when do you want to graduate? And I told them I wanted to graduate in 2 years. But they told me, no, that'll be too much for you. We're just going to give you 3 classes, and you'll just take, three classes. That'll be enough for you. Well, I was listening, because I have sonic ears. Okay, sonic hearing. Most women do. Okay, I have sonic hearing. So I'm listening to this other consultation go on, and they're giving this Asian girl, first time coming to school, 21 units. And I'm thinking to myself, now hold up, wait a minute. I'm going to have to put some boom in it. What's going on with this? And so when my counselor came back in, I said, I was listening to the consultation over here, and you all just gave her 21 credits and only gave me 3. I want the same credits that she has. I want to graduate in 2 years, not 5. I got stuff to do. I can handle it. And when I tell you, I took 21 to 25 credits, and I graduated in the same amount of time. I'm going to school from 8 in the morning to 10 at night. Traveling 30 plus miles to get to school, because I'm coming from Richmond, California, basically, to Hayward, California. That's a trek. That is a trek in the Bay Area. And I just could not believe it. I even encountered a racist incident, and I'm not even going to get into that, but I encountered something that if I would have responded the wrong way, I would have gotten kicked out. I would have been sanctioned from the school. They would not have let me stay. So I've been tested, but I finally graduated. And I knew that once I climbed that mountain, that everything that was for me would be on the other side. Now, it may not be for everybody, but we all know about trying to press through to get to. And we all have a testimony. So, when you want something, and I ended up getting my degree in speech communications. I went to the catalog. I said, what degree can I get that does not require me to take any math? And I found it. I mean it. I mean this. I'm just being very honest. I had to take business statistics to get in. I passed it. And after that, I was like, I need to find something where I don't have to take any math. And I want to find something where I can, use my talent. And I did. So I just want to encourage, I thank you for what you shared. And I just want to encourage you, brothers and sisters, no matter where you are, no matter what age you are, if you have 10 credits right now, or if you have acquired some credits and you had to stop because of trials and tribulations, I encourage you to go back if it's for you to go back. And if it's not for you to go back, may you prosper in your passions anyway, So anyway, okay, so you graduated, my sister. What was next for you?
Once I graduated, I went back home. I continued with the job I currently had at that moment, which was working at a kids museum. And I was just a guest host at that time. But I remember we also had little costumes in the museum. And the woman who was over repairing the costumes, she was out on leave. And the costumes really needed repair. And one of my friends who used to assist her, who was also my coworker, she was like, oh, you just graduated from college with a degree. Let the managers know. Maybe they'll let you go. So I went to them, and I talked to them about it. And I went from being the guest host to in the back. And I would get to sew throughout the workday, which was great because a few times I went to visit the museum, and my clothes are, still where the kids can play dress up.
Wow.
And just from that moment, sitting with my coworker, she was telling me about another local makeup artist who started off just communicating and contacting celebrities, asking them for the opportunity to do their makeup. And she gave me, words of advice, you should do the same. So at first I thought she was, a little bit crazy for doing that. I don't really want to inbox celebrities and ask them. I didn't think that was the route to go. But after a while, I listened to her, and then I finally did reach out to, like, my first celebrities. So this was a few months after graduating. I was about 22. I think I just turned 22. And I remember from there, like, it took a little bit of time to get the message back. And I was on my way to work, and I got the message, and I just kind of went, like, crazy. I was almost late for work just because I was so excited. I came to work with my coworkers, and they were, like, extremely encouraging and supportive of me. And that kind of helped. Just that little experience, it helped build my confidence as a designer. And that helped me to push me to see some other challenges I can get through and some more accomplishments I can make.
Yes. Oh, that is beautiful. See, brothers and sisters, there are going to be people along your journey who mean you absolutely well. They don't want anything from you, but just to see you soar. And when somebody is willing to share how they got on, how they were able to, receive an opportunity that changed their entire passion, it's like, that's a blessing. And for you, Shontay, to be able to, get this message on your way to work, I can only imagine what that feels like. It's the same, like, for me, when people say yes, that they will, do an interview. To me, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm just so excited. Or even if somebody reach out and say, hey, how can I be on your show? Or, hey, listen to this music. I'm like, oh, wow, thank you. So I know what that feels like. And so we also want our brothers and sisters to be encouraged too, no matter where you are, what level you are in your passion, no matter what altitude you might be flying at right now, just keep on pressing. And there are people that will be set in your journey that want nothing from you but to see you succeed. Okay, so now you've got this direct message and they've responded. So what was the next? What happened next?
So next, she told me where I could send the outfit to. Okay. So I remember I sent it. It was once again a little bit of a waste. I was so nervous. I was like, is she going to wear it? Like, did it not come out right? So I continued on with my work day. I think in between there, I got booked for, like, my first fashion show in Philadelphia. And after that, I was invited to be a part of a magazine. I did a photo shoot. And I think it was that same week where I was sitting there and I got the message, and she told me she had a performance coming up and she'll be wearing it there. And then I just went crazy. Although I was a basket of nerves, like, the whole week. Like, I was like, what if she can't fit? I was, getting in my head a little bit too much. I was telling my coworkers about how nervous I am, and they're like, no, she wanted to take the time out her busy schedule. Like, she's a real celebrity. She wanted to take the time out her schedule to tell you she's going to wear it if she's not. Like, I'm sure she tried it on. So that all of that kind of conforming into who I am, like, just going through that helped build my self-esteem extremely when it comes to designing.
Shontay, now, I know the listeners, they want to know. I'm over here, I'm over here like, who? Okay. Because I want to be respectful of privacy and everything. Oh, yeah. But are you able to share with, like, who it is?
Yes, it was Michelle Williams.
Yes! Go, Shontay. I just had to do that for you. Yes.
Yeah, I had to build up the suspense just a little
bit. Because I'm over here like, okay, Ayana, okay, be professional. Okay, but the listening audience is counting on you to ask who it is. You got to do your job as an interviewer. But what if she doesn't act? What if she has to keep it private? But no, that is, you know what? That is, wow. Yeah, I probably would have been grinning from ear to ear. And I would
cried a little bit.
I would have. Yeah. You have to. You have to shed tears, because I feel like, we all, we have our visions of where we want to be and what we want to do. And then there's some things that we've never even asked for that just happen, that just blow your mind. And it's just like, oh my, okay. And even though you direct messenger her, you still went on about your day, but she responded, and then she wore it to a show in front of millions of people to see. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, shout out to you for your perseverance. That is like big ups. Like that's amazing. Okay, so she wore the outfit, and so what happened next?
She wore it. I got a lot of support. I posted the video, so I got a lot of support from family and friends, and it just like done a lot for me and my self-esteem. Sometimes I get stressed. I go back and I watch the performance. I'm like, okay, like, I can do this. I was able to do that, so I can do this. And growing up, I was a huge fan of Destiny's Child, so sometimes I'll be cleaning out my storage and I'll find like a CD from the past, and then sitting right there, it will just hit me like, oh, wow, I designed for her. So it definitely helps open a lot of doors.
Yeah. I know it does. I know it you know, all it takes is just that one yes sometimes, and that one yes will put you at another 20,000 feet, you know, in the air, and you just get this confidence. So what happened? What was your next step after that? Were you, did you decide to direct message more celebrities, or, and also I want you to talk about your first fashion show, because that is so crucial, because, brothers and sisters need to know how to put that together. Mm-hmm. So what was next for you after that?
So after that, I just kept going. I would get more gigs, and I just kept on going with it. And right before that time, that's when I got booked for my that was my first fashion show after college. But I'll rewind a little bit. My first fashion show, I was a sophomore in college, and it was a fashion show back home. Mm-hmm. I came home for that. I didn't really have, the best experience. I ran into, another designer that kind of, read my outfit to filth, behind the scenes. He just went in on one of my outfits, and it was just very insincere, and that hurt my feelings, a lot. It really had me down. I was like, why did I come home for this fashion show? I should have just stayed in school. So I went to school. I told a few of my friends and classmates about the experience, and they was like, that's not normal. That don't normally happen, because that almost discouraged me. I was like, is this what the fashion industry is like? I don't want to be in it. I don't want no part. I decided to stay in school. I was like, okay, I'll find a different route to take. I'll be a fashion designer, but there's so many different jobs. Maybe I can do a job that's more behind the scenes. I'll just find something else to do. So with my 4 years of being in college, we'll have annual fashion shows, and I didn't apply to be a part of any. I was just like, no, this isn't the route. And senior year, we had to be a part of a fashion show, which was our senior collection. Mm-hmm. So I worked super hard. I just remembered my first experience. I was like, I don't want this to happen again. So the summer leading up to my senior year, I just worked extremely hard. Spent so much time sewing extra projects, and I was able to produce a really great senior collection, one that I'm very proud of to this day.
That's amazing. A collection, and see, that's the thing about it. It's just hate is real, jealousy is real. And some people, I'm beginning to think that a lot of people will act up because in their head, they really be thinking the cameras are rolling. I'm starting to think that. I really think that a lot of people think that, this is a reality TV moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they choose to show out. But see, I also have learned that they have to also go home with themselves. And that's a long car ride. They have to, even though that moment, affected you, can you imagine having to be them 24 hours a day? See, you only just got to be around them for just that moment. They have to be around themselves forever. And that is a good way to look at your encounters with people. Always consider the source. And when the source choose to be wicked, jealous, nasty, say things, and you just have to just remember, they're going to have to walk to their car, they're going to have to get in it, and they're going to have to be with themselves forever.
That's very true.
And that is enough punishment within itself. You know what I'm saying? And so those, and also it's good training. It's great training for you. It allows you to toughen up when you run into another
Definitely.
human that is disrespectful and does not know how to create positive energy. All it does is just train you. Trust me. When I was working at the continuation high school that I was working at, I got cussed out all the time. All the time. I mean, just the youth was it was a serious hostile environment. So they were hurting, they were wounded, you know what I mean? They were hungry, they were living in some really horrible situations. So they were used to defying authority. So, when you come into that environment, you're gonna get cussed out, especially when you're trying to do opposite of what they're used to, Now, not all of them, but I had enough. So in my day, today, it's like if you cuss me out, it's just like you singing a sweet song to me. I've been complete, Thank you for being my footstool. You should have heard, Keisha Jackson cuss me out in 2003. What you just did, amateur. You are an amateur at this, and so it just really is. It really allows you to maintain an energetic outlook on the fact that you will encounter these people. This is training ground, but nothing can stop you from doing what you do. See, you got an energy about you. Some people are going to be absolutely jealous of the fact that look at your evolution. Look at where you are at this very moment with your fashion design. You are a published fashion designer. That is serious. You make designs that are, I've already told you, your designs are amazing. So somebody may look at you, but because they're not right on the inside, they will try to trash what you have going on, because there's some people who feel like, and I'm sure the industry is competitive, but God is not a midget, So you're able to get to many places regardless of the demographic, regardless of your gender and your melanin tone. You are able to make it just with that alone. So, I just want to encourage you, because there's going to be nasty people. But remember, that's a long car ride home. And can you imagine they got to roll over and there they are. And then they roll over on the other side and there they are too. And then when they get up and look in the mirror, there they are. Ooh, girl, you going to be all right. I love it. So let's talk about your first fashion show. What all goes into putting a fashion show together? Because I can only imagine that it is very time consuming.
It is extremely. So a lot of times the shows I do out of state, so some of them are very flexible. I don't have to attend all the rehearsals. They let me come maybe a few days before the event or the same day as the event, but usually there's a lot of communication that goes on through email and social media. So for the most part, we get to see some of the models, pick our models. A lot of times I have collections already made, or I'll make a collection depending on the show and the theme. So there's a lot that goes into it, because you not always see your models until you're there. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I travel with my machine, I make corrections there. So it's a lot of work, but I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It can be very chaotic behind the scenes.
Oh, I'm sure. I've seen backstage footage. I've never actually been a part of one, but I have seen backstage footage, and whew, like I said, I have. It is a serious. It's like an unorganized but organized traffic jam. Everybody all has one main goal, and that's to make sure that this fashion show goes off without a hitch. And I know you have to encounter the arrogant, the conceited, the I'm a model, those types. So how do you, or have you encountered those types, and how do you deal with the bougie?
I have encountered some. I try not. It used to bother me when I first started out, but the more I get into it, I'm more confident in my work. So sometimes I can see like, oh, they're staring so hard at my work because they're comparing it. And I just feel like the most insecure is the loudest in the room, because usually I'm like off to the side, just being myself, interacting with the model, being nice to everyone. And a lot of times I'll get a huge reaction because I try to get a lot of like show stopping moments and show stopping pieces in my collection.
Mm-hmm.
So I do deal with it, but I try like to ignore it, and sometimes it does get to me. Like I'll be nervous, like, what am I doing here? Am I on the same level as these designers? Mm-hmm. Am I ready for this show? Mm-hmm. But my models are usually very supportive. Audience members are usually supportive, and it helps to relax me.
Yes.
And once the show is over or I finish showing, I'm like, okay, I was nervous for no reason. It went well. Mm-hmm. We're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now the new question for your next fashion show will be, are they on my level? You know?
Yes.
That's the question. Are they on my level? You know, and not in an arrogant way, but that's what it is now. No, I'm telling you. You know, are they on your level? You know what I'm saying? Because your level, I just, you know, when I think of it, I'm just like, when I just look at, you know, I think of like Vogue. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's just like Fashion Week for real. Like, have you participated in New York Fashion Week?
Not yet. I haven't been able to participate in none of the big shows. I was able to participate in some of the small shows, but that's my next step. That's what I'm looking to do. I would love to show on like Mercedes-Benz Fashion.
Yes, exactly. We are definitely going to speak that into existence. There's no way, shape, or form. You're in New York right now, correct?
Upstate New York, but yes.
It don't matter. You were in New York. Okay? And check this out. There's no way that you could be in New York and not be featured on one of the main shows. It's coming. It's happening. Your designs, how can they not be? And so I know that's coming. I can't wait because honestly, when I was looking at some of your videos, I thought that's what it was. I'm going to be honest. I was like, this to me looks like New York Fashion Week. You know what I mean? This looks like she is at a major show. Because like I said, when the sisters turn that corner, baby. Woo! Oh, the dresses. Oh my goodness. They are just, they are to live for. Okay, so, you know, one thing I'm always curious because, you know, I have a sense of humor and you know, I just have to just ask this because this is crucial. How crucial is hygiene when having to fit the models? They're trying on your clothes because me, you know, I've gone shopping before. Well, all of us have. Duh. And I have picked up a shirt and, you know, I smell it. I smell the armpits. Because you know, some people will get loose in that dressing room and try something on and let that looseness onto the shirt and hang it back up. And then you checking yourself like, did my right guard turn left? Did my secret tell? You know what I mean? Like, what is this? And, you know, have you even experienced, you know, having to deal with that?
I have a few times. For the most part, the models, they pretty much know, like, the secrets and, like, which soap to use, which deodorant would use. But, yeah, there's been a few times where I would be steaming an outfit. I'm just like, oh, my goodness, like, what is that smell? Where is that coming from? And I'm like, oh, no, like, I got to use this for a show in a few hours. Like, oh, my goodness. So, unfortunately, that does happen. But for the most part, a lot of the models, they know what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and the stylists that pull from my line, they're usually very respectful and they'll dry clean it before sending it back to me.
Oh, okay. That I love, but I just want to spend 2 more minutes on this topic because this is hilarious to me. You are steaming it and you smell the odor. Now, are you steaming this in front of the model that's worn it, or is this something that you're doing once it gets back to you?
Once it gets back to me.
Oh, if you could steam it after the model takes it off, like be right there, but then you got to have a scuba gear outfit on, like a mask, and steam it like that, they'll know. They'll never functify your clothes again. See, that is just, to me, I don't understand what that is, but it comes out in the pores. You know what I mean? It comes out in the pores. So, yeah. That is rough. Oh, I know that's rough. Oh, I know that's rough for you. Oh, my gosh. I can only imagine because my nose is very, very, very sensitive. I am the type that I will be like, what's that smell? You know, that's just me. That's just one of the questions that comes along with me. Like, do you smell that? What's that smell? You know,
right.
You know, you just want to know. And I just am all for hygiene. And I just want to encourage all of my brothers and sisters, you know, bathe regularly. You know, hygiene is something that is crucial, especially when you're dealing with stylists or just even just on your everyday life, you know. And, you know, if you're going to be working with my sister, Shontay, look, you guys got to get it together. Please don't let her have to steam any more clothes and be like having to get an investigative team out there. You know what I mean? The first 48 out there to see what happened. Okay? This is crucial. Okay, so now you've had your fashion show. You participated. Let's talk about your dress designs. What inspires you to create your dress designs?
I'm a huge Diana Ross fan, so I'm always influenced by the different fashions she wore from like the past up until present. So that's where I pull a lot of my inspiration. I love like the glitz and the glam of the 70s. Like I always say I'm a little bit ahead of my time or before my time because like my favorite music is Motown. I love anything from like the 60s, the 70s, and I will also watch like current music today, like BET Awards, Star, Empire, and I try to get a mix in with from the 70s up into the current and try to mix all that glitz and glams. But for the most part, music influences my work a lot.
Yes. Brothers and sisters, you have to go to YouTube, and you are listening live to the platform on the Sister Speak show. Now, you have to go to YouTube to catch a Diana Ross show. Let me tell you, I can completely understand why you are influenced by that. Diana Ross was performing in this red sequins dress outfit. It was serious and it was fierce, honey. She twirled and it became a whole nother dress. She twirled again and it became a whole nother dress. I said, now who is this woman right here? This is the real Wonder Woman, okay? It's not Linda Carter. It's Diana Ross. I mean, her whole everything was just electrifying. And so I can you know what? And now that you said that, I can see that. Yes. I can totally see it. Oh my, you know what? You're dope. Your vision is dope. Your designs are dope. You know, you definitely have a stamp in the fashion industry. And I had this question. This is very curious. Have you ever made a dress for anybody's prom?
I have. This year I had my first 4 prom clients.
Wow. Congratulations on that. Big ups to you on that. That is absolutely amazing. So what was that experience like?
It was a pretty good experience. That was also a lesson about, they worked with me, but I also learned like you have to pay a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah.
So that worked out well, and I recently did a teen fashion show, Walk the Wave. So being that they were teens, they opened up the door. I had 2 clients that were cousins, and they both went to 2 proms, so they came to me to get both of their prom looks together. So that was a really great experience, and like I love their style. They were cousins, but they have 2 completely different styles, so I love designing their dresses. It was awesome. That
is amazing. Oh my gosh. And so, you know, with prom and everything, have you ever designed a dress for somebody's wedding, or is that on your list as well?
Yes, last year I designed a wedding dress for one of my friends. She was my friend in middle and high school, and she contacted me about making her wedding dress, and I was very nervous. I'm like, I don't know, I never did a wedding dress. Like, you can feel free to go to somebody else, or maybe you can buy a dress, and I can fix it up, I can change it around. Like, I was kind of getting in my head a little bit, and she was like, no, I have confidence in you, we can do this. So we worked on it together. It took a few months, but she worked side by side. We did fittings, and it was a great experience. Like, I'm so glad she kind of pushed me out of my shell and believed in me to make her wedding dress.
Yeah, that is, oof. Yeah, you've got it popping. Brothers and sisters, I hope you are inspired by this interview so far, because she's very humble, but you can hear the resume. I'm gonna hype it up, okay? You can hear the resume. She's in action. It's not something where she's sitting in the nest like what to do, What to do. No, she's making moves, and you should be encouraged. You should be big upping her, and you should really, definitely write down, some information from this particular interview, so you can also be able to have several testimonies about your passion in the fashion industry or whatever else it is that you aspire to do. So you've designed your first 4 prom dresses this year. You've designed a wedding dress for your best friend. For a friend that you went to school with. So let's talk about prices, because this is where it can get tricky, and where a lot of our brothers and sisters who are in business for themselves just really get discouraged, because we're still unable to bridge this gap of getting our brothers and sisters to be okay with the prices that we quote, and having them to be able to use the same willingness to support other brands of people that they don't know, and really just, pouring that money back into our villages. So when it comes to pricing, how have you had to deal with that?
For pricing, I'm pretty affordable. I like to work with my clients. So when I am sitting side by side with them, or when we're communicating through texting, I usually send them a few different fabric choices and let them know we can start with this price range, like wherever you want to go, I can work with you. So if you have a low budget, this is the fabric we can look at. If it's a little bit higher, here are some other websites we can look at. So for the most part, I try to see where the client is at and see if we can make it work and what changes we can make to get it done.
That's amazing. And the fact that you said that you're affordable is very is a key word that we use. And do you feel like you have ever underpriced your work?
Definitely. Yeah, there has been some times where I have.
Yeah.
From a learning experience. So I look back and I know I'm learning my self-worth as I go along.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of being, at the end of the day, just feeling like, I'm too nice. I'm too anxious to keep this client. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a sale, because look, I'm in business since 2011, and living off of art commission or just whatever, hitting and missing with everything. It's just like you want to try to keep a client, and so sometimes something that you feel is worth, let's just say $100, now you're quoting $60, and it's just like, and then you go to the mall, for instance, and then you walk by the purses, and Michael Kors could give a good gosh darn about how you feeling. You're going to pay this $396, this $496, and you're going to go on about your business, okay? Either you going to buy it or not. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I look at it, and it's just like, okay, now, these purses cost more than what I'm trying to sell, but for some reason, I don't know what it is, where it just seems like some of our brothers and sisters just, you quote a price, and it's like you told them they had, they smell like crap or something. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They look at you like you done told them to go take a long walk off a short pier. You're like, look, all I said was $100. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at your purse, and I'm looking at your, what you got going on, and it's like $100. I'll see if I got it. Or even $25. I only charge $25 for my voice overs to do a commercial, and some people have been like, let me get back to you. Let me see if I have it. It's real.
Oh, wow.
It's real. And I'm just like, $25 for a voiceover on a show that is syndicated with international listeners, which could help get you international commerce. $25. I play it for 1 minute every show. You're getting good rotation. $25. And some people are like, let me text you right back. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, really? But look, they love if you do it for free now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you so sweet. Oh, you an earthly angel. You know what I mean? You so nice. And it's just like, I just want to, that's why with this show, it's just like, with the platform especially, I just want our brothers and sisters to really support our brothers and sisters. There are so many Black-owned And then you could just fill in the blank. You know what I mean? And people who literally live off a commission. They don't have a 9-to-5. You know what I'm saying? And they need to eat. They need gas. You know? They need clothes. They may have children. They got to pay their rent. We got to help each other out. You know what I mean? Brothers and sisters, you are listening live to the Sister Speak Show. And I hope that you do show your support to your brothers and sisters. It's very crucial. So what have been some of, outside of what you just shared with the prom and doing the wedding dress, what are some of your next goals for your line? And I would like for you to tell everybody, the name of your collections and explaining, more about that so they can know what to be on the lookout for. Okay, so the name of my line is Ren by Raquel. And I got the name Ren because it's French for the word La Reine, meaning queen. Because of the fashions and the looks that I show, I feel like you're embracing your inner royalty. So my name means a lot to me, and I combined that with my middle name. So I'm on social media under Ren by Raquel, REINE by RACQUEL. So for the most part, up next, I will be working on some magazines as well. Sending some looks out to get published. So that's what I have upcoming next. I am looking into possibly going to grad school just to sharpen up my skills, going out into the industry and kind of show me what I need to work on and where I want to be. So that's something I'm looking forward to working on next. And so have you worked with any more celebrities since you've worked with Michelle Williams? I have, but through a third person or second person, like through the magazines I send submissions to. I had the opportunity to have my clothes shown on a group from Atlanta, Glamour. So that was awesome. That's amazing. See? And, and talk about that, because with the young entrepreneurs, those who are interested in entering into the fashion industry, how do you put together a package to send to a celebrity? That was a big lesson for me. When starting off, I didn't know much about it. So sometimes I look back and I'm a little embarrassed. Like, I should put that together much better. But it's a learning experience. Like, I wouldn't change it for anything. So using the internet, that's a really great tool. Or even social media. So I'll see how some other designers I follow, they'll show a picture of the package they're sending off. And I'm like, okay, let me take notes and let me work on my presentation. So social media, that played a large role, like using hashtags, that played a large role and helped me out a lot. Yeah. And so they can look at how other designers put packages together. And so, how do you need to include, what do you include in the package? Because some don't know, and some might, they might send it off in a Ziploc bag and just be like, hey, so like what all should the package look like? Definitely include your business card and where they can reach you at a number. Okay. That's one of your main things that you want to include, just so they can know where it's coming from. And also sometimes I like to write thank you cards, just thanking them for their business and supporting a small business, and just to let them know how much the opportunity means to me. And also, when packaging, it's good not to prepare your package after cooking fried chicken. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Because you don't want them to open up and be like, love that chicken from Popeyes. You don't want that wicked chicken woman popping out the package. You know what I'm saying? But that's crucial to make sure that, it smells good and, that you have your business card. And what about the wrapping? Should you just put it in the box as is? Should you get a box that, should you also invest in packaging that has your logo on it so they can say, okay, this is by, such and such? Like how deep does it go? Definitely. I usually like to use boxes with my logos on it. Sometimes I wrap it up in tissue paper, almost to make it look like a present, just so they can feel special when opening it, and it can kind of up it and make it such a great experience to have them call you back for more. Yes. And presentation is so crucial in everything that we do. You know, what have been some, as with you being a sister in the industry, what have been some of your, have you had any type of, let me see, I know you had that incident when you went back for that fashion show, but have you had to deal with any diversity issues? And if you have, how have you handled them? And what advice would you give to the listeners if they have to encounter that?
From my memory, I don't remember having to really go through that during shows, but sometimes when I do apply for shows and I don't hear back, sometimes I wonder, like, is it because of the color of my skin that's an issue? Like, what's going on? And I will say the college that I attended, it was not very diverse at all, so I feel like sometimes a lot of the attention will be placed on the other students rather than the African American students. So that too, sometimes looking back, I'm like, or they would try to box us into a category like, oh, hip hop look, or they'll suggest other black models like, oh yeah, you should ask such and such student, and it's almost like just because they're black, they'll be like, oh yeah, they have a hip hop look. So I did have to deal with that, and which was all new because I wasn't used to that growing up. So going into college, I was just like, whoa.
I can bet. I can only imagine. And so are you interested in or do you have your clothes for sale, for purchase?
Yes, I do. I have them on my website. There's a link to where you can purchase my clothes, and I also do take orders, custom orders through my DM, through my email, comments.
Yes, because I was just sitting here like, I really, really love camouflage print. Love it. And I would love to have a custom-made dress by you, a camouflage dress with a hood, okay? That's nice fitting to the body, not making me look like a thought, but definitely saying, okay, how you doing? But I definitely I would be honored to, of course, pay for, but I would love for you to design a dress for me. A few dresses for me. A few, yes, because I'm getting ready to switch and stop wearing pants altogether, and I want to wear nothing but dresses. And so, you being a fashion designer and really, really great at what you do, shoot, what better way to transition into me wearing nothing but dresses than to definitely have at least 15 of yours in my closet. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I would love to make that for you.
Okay, well, we're going to definitely have to get that. And I trust you going to have me looking good. And I'm going to have to get one of them Diana Ross dresses. I need a dress that when I turn the corner, oh goodness. I want to turn the corner like your models do, okay? Because when your models turn that corner, it's just like, serve. You should hear me talking to my phone. That's the funniest thing. I be talking at the videos. It is the funniest thing. I know my husband probably be like, what the heck is wrong? But, that's what's up. And so with your fashions, being submitted into the magazines and all of that, have you submitted what magazines are you interested in working with, or what are some of your dream magazines?
I say my next dream is I really want to show at the Essence Fest and be a part of their magazine somehow. So that's what I'm working on lately. Trying to look into how I can get into it. So that's my next step. So hopefully I'll be able to get in contact and do that very soon.
You know what? Look, I always say this, like, I'm going to start telling people, like, when I enter into the room and they're asking me to pay money to come into the room, I'm going to say, Shontay Raquel. They're going, oh, come on. Come on. No, I'm for real. Like that is seriously, because you're doing it, sister. I mean that. I am very grateful to know you. I'm very grateful to have met you on this journey. When you just said to be a part of the Essence Fest, I know it's going to happen, because I was just thinking that. I was thinking that. And like, have you ever thought about the Ebony Fashion Week, with what they have going on too? Or do they still do that?
I gotta look into that.
With the fashion, no, not Ebony Fashion Week.
All of that,
not Ebony Fashion Week.
That's definitely on my list.
The Fashion Fair runway. They have a fashion show. Fashion Fair Cosmetics. Check into them because they have a really big show too that's always featured in Ebony magazine.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's through Fashion Fair Cosmetics, and they have some of the, great designers and, beautiful models, but they always are featuring that particular show in the Ebony magazine. And I know that I've definitely seen the Essence Fest featured. Definitely I've seen it in Essence magazine, duh. So, I can see that, and I can't wait to see the post that shows that you're going to be there. I've never been to the Essence Fest. That's definitely on my list. I'm going to go because just the experience is something that I want to experience. And oh my gosh, to know that you will be a part of that event would be amazing. Just amazing.
Yes.
Oh gosh, this is amazing. So, what else, do you want to share as far as wisdom as we get ready to close out? What is some wisdom, some nuggets? And well, first of all, do you have any other collections besides that, or is that just all under what Rain by Raquel?
Yep, it's all under that brand. So I do a lot of looks. Like my main one, or the one I enjoy the most, is really high fashion, but I also do get ready to wear pieces for clients if that's what they're looking for.
Okay.
So I do a lot of it.
Okay. And one thing before we do close out, with the fashion trends today and with so much, going on, do you see a lot of hits or misses?
I see some of both, but I usually see like a lot of hits. I'm always influenced by what I see. I'm just like, wow. So yeah, pretty much I like a lot of what I see.
So for instance, I am I'm still trying to grasp my mind around it. Some men are starting to wear floral rompers, very really shortcut, feminine looking rompers. What do you think about that look?
If it's done right, all power to them. But yeah, I'm a little speechless. But
yeah. No, somebody needs to say something, and it's just like where are we going with this? Not too far, and we just have to just pray. I've had a lot of misses. I've had some hits, and I've had some misses. I have I used to look through a lot of fashion magazines, and and that would inspire me to get dressed, and some outfits were wrong. It's like, okay, don't ever do that again. Because you looking in the mirror, you're like, ooh, this gonna kill him. They gonna be like, ooh, girl, you looking great, and then you get there and it's just like dum 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 dum. It's just not working. What do you think it is here to stay as far as fashion? Do you think denim is always here? It will be here to stay?
Yeah, I definitely think denim will be, because there's so many different ways and different approaches you can take. You can distress it. There's just a lot to do. I think a lot of the classic looks will be here to stay, like blazers. There's so many ways that you can do denim and blazers.
Yes. I'm definitely a big fan of denim. And one thing I wanted to ask you, and I'm sure the listening audience is glad that I asked this, like when it comes to shopping for fabrics and you got to spend your money, and I know that the clients also pay you to do that. But how do you find the right place to buy your fabrics? And do you get things wholesale, or what's that whole process?
So the process for me, usually I like to shop online. I don't go to too many local stores just because I don't want I don't want my client to go somewhere and see somebody else with the same fabric that their dress was made out of. So my first choice is usually to go online. But when it comes to more of like a basic fabric or a solid color, then I'll do local stores. But for the most part, I shop online for my fabrics like mood. And the only thing about online, sometimes when you're working for clients, I buy swatches And once it comes, I kind of look at the feel, see if I like it, and that's when I go back to the website, complete my purchase, and I'll buy the fabric. So sometimes it is a timely manner when you buy your fabric online, but it's usually worth it. Yeah,
I can only imagine. And so, do you have to leave out of the United States when, as far as, going online, do you have to, have you ever shopped outside of the country for your fabrics?
I have sometimes when I'm buying trims, different trim designs. A few times I will find shops out of the country. So that takes a little bit of time to come. So usually if it's like a long project, I have the opportunity to shop out of the country.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then another thing that just crossed my mind, when it comes to the fashion industry and with just dealing with fashion models, one thing that I've always seen enough documentaries where they talk about, white fashion models and dealing with eating disorders. When it comes to our sisters in the industry, are eating disorders prevalent? And if so, do you think that there needs to be more support for these sisters, or is it just kind of like a hush-hush thing?
I think it's more of like a hush-hush thing. I never experienced talking to a model or never really heard through like the grapevine that a model may have a eating disorder. Yeah. So it must be more of like a hush-hush thing.
And so you never have been around any models where they just passed out?
No.
Yeah, that's good. That's good because, I know that the pressure to perform is real in any industry. And I know that we live in a world that focuses on body image and can body shame. And, you can be looking at yourself and think everything is fine with you, and somebody can say you need to lose another 15 pounds. Well, if I lose another 15 pounds, you're gonna have to put me on the back of a milk carton, okay? You're gonna be looking for me like that one bobby pin. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is Ayana? Because there's just this pressure to look a certain way, and then then you started to see the onslaught of plus size models. So how important do you think plus size models are in the fashion industry? And do you work with plus size models?
Yes, I do work with plus size models. I think it's very important just so that you can show that you have something for every size, and that kind of helps broaden your audience. So a lot of times they're able to see, okay, somebody that looks like me is wearing this, so that definitely helps. But I think it's very important to try to include everybody, because not everybody is one size. People are very diverse. So I think it's really awesome to show your look on everybody.
That's amazing, and I appreciate the diversity in your use of what is reality. You know what I mean? And being able to include plus size models. I just appreciate the fact that I have seen over the years confidence come, you know what I mean? And an embracing. It's sad that, a lot of times people say something is in that was never out, you know what I mean? And so you're kind of like trying to just figure out, like, did you just drop out of a time bubble or something? You know what I mean? This has always been in, eating has always been in. You know what I mean? It's just like, and so when you start to see it, the diversity on the runway, it really is amazing. One thing I want to ask you is, have you ever thought about participating in Rip the Runway?
Yes, I have thought about it a few times. So I know I got really busy with prom. So now that it's done slowed down, I'm like looking at all the things, making a list, different things to cross out that I got to look into. But I would definitely love an experience like that.
Yeah, I mean, you are headed in that direction. It's just a matter of time. We're speaking it into existence. I know you're on your grind. I know you're working hard, and what's for you will manifest. So I can only imagine 6 months from now, 3 months from now, just how far you have ventured with this. You are a published fashion designer. Could you please explain to the listening audience what the published aspect of that is and how they can become a published fashion designer?
Okay, so for published, I have my work published and featured in a few magazines. And social networking, social media is like the biggest key. Just watch what hashtags you use. If you travel, make sure you post where you're at, because that definitely helped draw people to me. And once I did one magazine, they usually call me back for another one. So I try to watch how I am around them, try to bring good vibes, be myself, and make sure I like what I'm presenting to make sure I get called back to do another project with them.
Yes. That's what's up, and I thank you for that because, like I said, a lot of people listen to the show. A lot of people are into fashion, and a lot of people gain wisdom from you all coming on this show and just sharing your journey, your passions, your trials, your tribulations, and your triumphs. And so that's what it's about. And I just really thank you so much for, number one, like I said, saying yes to me. Because when I reached out to you, I was like, oh my gosh, she is so so amazing and has so much going on. She may not have any time for me, you know what I mean? And you did. And so, it's amazing. And, what you're doing, like I said, is commendable because, you went to school, this is something that you stuck with. By faith, you've reached out to people, you've sent your work, you sew, you create beautiful pieces of work, and this is something that you obviously love to do. And that's what I appreciate the most, is that this is something that you love to do. So if you never got paid, or anything, would you still create fashion pieces?
I definitely would. Definitely, it's weird that I never, as a child, I didn't think that I would be a designer. It never crossed my mind. So it literally was like a hidden talent that I discovered, and after that, I just loved it. So sometimes I wonder, oh my goodness, if I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing, and would I be happy? So I just love it. It's like going to work every day and doing what you love. Definitely.
And so did they teach you how to sew in fashion school, in fashion design school?
Yep, they did. Our freshman year, we started off with the basics, and every year they would up the level. Okay, so the basics are you're just using the needle and the thread, correct? Or you? Yep. Yeah. Break seams, zigzag seams, learning the machine. Okay. And so, let's just say somebody doesn't go to fashion design school and they want to learn how to use a sewing machine. Do you recommend them going on YouTube, or how do you think they can get the training? But because some people may not actually be able to afford the tuition to go to school, but how could they pick up some of the skills that you picked up? Definitely YouTube, and I didn't discover YouTube till I was just graduating. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's so much information. When I was in my dorm, stuck on how to sew a particular outfit, I could have went right on YouTube. But I would definitely say take advantage of what's on YouTube. Maybe go to a library, rent a few books, or look online for books you can purchase. Mm-hmm. Maybe find another designer to mentor you, and maybe they can teach you some lessons. Look around and use your resources. Definitely. Use your resources. Oh, goodness. I couldn't have said it better. Shontay, Raquel, I'm honored to have been able to vibe out with you on this beautiful Sunday evening. You are a breath of fresh air. You were amazing. You provided us with so much information, and you speak very well. I really support what you do, and I want my brothers and sisters to follow you on Instagram, all your social media. So tell them one more time how they can reach you and your website and all of that. Okay, so I'm on social media under Ren by Raquel, REINE by RACQUEL. I mostly use my Instagram the most, and then you can also contact me on my website, renbyraquel.com. You can email me, renbyraquel@gmail, or info@renbyraquel.com. And there it is, brothers and sisters. And so no direct messages, correct? Yes, I answer my messages. Okay, all right. Okay, good. Well, my sister, you know what? Thank you so much for being on the Sister Speak Show. So now this is the time where you can send a shout out to whomever you would like. I just want to shout out all my family. They've been great through this. Just Facebook, they're always encouraging me. through college. They helped me get through it. It's always great having great words from my family that helps keep me going, knowing I can do this. They're always ready to wear my clothes and be my brand ambassador, so they're awesome for that.
Yes. And if there's going to be a Wakanda too, y'all need to reach out to this sister and let her design the outfits for the sisters next time they get ready to launch them spears and get on them rhinos. Okay?
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Ooh, honey, I could only imagine it. Sheesh, that was so powerful. But anyway, you know what? Shout out to everybody, and I'm very grateful that you were created, and I'm so grateful that I was able to converse with you on your journey, meet you on your journey. Can't wait to have some dresses designed by you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Ooh, I'm so excited. So anyway, my sister, may you continue to soar, and may you continue to work with so many great people, and may you be featured at one of the main shows at Fashion Week. May you end up at Essence Fest. May you end up designing for whatever your heart desires. I just pray that it comes true for you, and that you are, always prospering mentally, physically, spiritually. And I know that this is just the beginning, and that we will definitely be talking again, because I got to have you come back on the Sister Speak show again. Hopefully you'll be a guest again. And I hope you had a good time. Did you have a good time?
Yes, thank you so much. It's been an honor.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Oh, good. No, like I said, the honor is definitely mutual. So, my sister, this is not goodbye, but what I will do is I will be sending you a copy of this interview into your direct messages, and this isn't goodbye. This is just going to simply be that I will talk to you later. Okay?
Okay, thank you again.
Okay, take care.
All right.
Brothers and sisters, we must give a round of applause for the Sister Queen herself, Shontay, Raquel. Let's give it up. Okay, brothers and sisters. I had to get my earphones back on. So I've had to drag out that whole my brothers and sisters so I could plug it in. But anyway, brothers and sisters, I thank you so much for listening live to the platform. The platform is recorded. This is the Speak Show. It's recorded live from Dallas, Texas, my brothers and sisters. Okay? And we are very honored to have been able to converse this evening with my special guest, Shontay Raquel. Support this sister, okay? Go to her website. Visit her on Instagram. Really get to know that name, okay, brothers and sisters? And if you are interested in being a special guest on the platform, we'd love to have you. That's if you have something to say, and if you are impacting the communities with your passion, and if you are for the village, and you have an allegiance to the village, then we want you to be a part of the platform. Entrepreneur, fashion designer, community advocate, educator, the entire aspect of branding. We would love for you to be featured on the Sister Speak Show on the platform. Brothers and sisters, don't forget, I need you to support me June 20th by purchasing The Little Beauty Cuties, my first book, my first audio-visual book, $10 per book, Leah's First Summer Vacation. Oh, it's a beautiful book, and it is yours for just $10. Now listen live to the Sister Speak Show this Saturday. My final guest for the month of June will be Natalia. She was featured on May Music. She's an independent music artist. She has beautiful music. And so I definitely wanted to get that interview in, and that's just what we're going to do. You understand what I'm saying to you? So on that note, be encouraged and allow yourself to let go. Stop holding on to the things that are holding you down. It could be your family, your friends, you, generational curses, doubt, lack of faith, not a believer in Jesus the Christ, whatever it is. I need you, brothers and sisters, to understand this. Either you gonna make it, or you gonna wish that you had. With that being said, you are listening to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. That background music is Consuming Fire by Ron McMillan. It's a funky tune, isn't it? Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. We have been blessed this evening. You be blessed. You have a beautiful week. I cannot wait to converse with you all, brothers and sisters. I have a really, really great treat for you coming in July. We're going to be having all of our segments back to back to back to back to back. You'll be able to listen live and on demand, get great laughs, get encouragement. Look, tell people about the Sister Speak Show. This is not a podcast that pops up and just goes away. We are here. We are here for however long God has predestined for it to be here. With that being said, you be encouraged now. And I will talk to you later. Take care now.